Hello, everybody. Hello, AC's Hornet. Bushy is legitimately like one of the greatest Elden Ring players in the world, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, Bushy is an Elden Ring player. We'll say that. Where I'm not sure if I'm mistaken is if Bushy would say they're one of the best in the entire world. I think they are. Hello, Winnie. Hope you're doing well. Plus one other. There you go, Hornet. I just got some really exciting MLBA news. I will say it's not a sponsor, but it's a little project that I'm pretty excited about. Now, it may get really hectic and difficult, but it is something to be very excited about. I'll say nothing except to repeat what I've said in the past. Now that the tournament itself is reaching peak production value, so many exciting lanes to go down. Yeah, there's a lot to do, a lot of exciting, as you're saying, lanes to go down. Slowly, opportunities are appearing, and I think hopefully those opportunities turn themselves into sponsorship opportunities. Only because, again, the way I want to expand now in terms of what we're doing is, you know, continue to expand the production, but get full-time, or like pay people properly for more things around Major League Balatro. Hello, Lackey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My day's going pretty well. It's been a little hectic at work. Actually, a little hectic with a lot of Major League Balatro stuff, but it's still exciting.
What's up, dude?
Hello, Bushy. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. How you doing?
It's been you know, it's only 11 a.m. here, and it's already been a long day, but in a good way. How about you?
I can't complain too much. I haven't had enough day for it to go wrong yet.
There you
go. This is gonna be the first time I've ever played any multiplayer Balatro, so you'll have to forgive me if I have no idea what's going on and ask a lot of questions.
Then I think it would be best that the first game we just stay unmuted and talk through.
Okay, yeah, that sounds perfect.
So you're on the 1224 AC mod in 0.3 multiplayer.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. You know what? I mean, for our purpose, there's really no difference between that and the new update, so this works.
Okay.
I will send you in the Find the Scrim. That is the lobby code.
Okay. I'm assuming this is something that I don't want to be leaking.
People are generally good about not joining our lobbies, but, you can keep it to yourself.
Okay, I will, and then I'm just gonna join a lobby. All right.
You will be, as a first-time multiplayer player, I remember way back when this mod came out, I was shocked at how well everything just works. Like, it feels like it's not a mod. Like, this is just in the game.
Yeah. No, that's from everything I've seen about Balatro mods. They all seem like really well integrated.
Yeah. So, all right. Do you know how multiplayer works, or should I give you a quick rundown of that in general?
I know the idea. But like not that many details.
All right. So, I mean, first ante, exactly like a single player run, nothing changes. From that point onward, instead of a boss blind, me and you are going to play against each other.
Okay.
And whoever scores less loses a life. So, unlike single player Balatro, you actually have 4 lives. Think about it like you have 4 Mr. Bones, like, in your back pocket.
Yep.
Now, if you do, when you lose a life, or losing a life, you can still lose to the small and big blinds, and you'll see that happen a lot on higher stakes in multiplayer. So, those lives are your only lives for PvP, all blinds, etc.
Okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's really the only difference. I would say, philosophically, like, what is changing is, in a normal Balatro game, you're just thinking about how do I beat the boss blinds. In this, you're really thinking like there's 2 things that change massively. One is you're trying to min-max for a much higher score because a player on the other side is going to be able to put up more. We are on the same seed.
Okay.
But B, the fact that you have 4 lives to play with, it does allow you to make strategic decisions of like, maybe I'll play for econ early and I will lose the PvPs, but then I'll have more money to roll in the shop deeper to find something that Zeno doesn't, and then I can take the final 4 lives off him.
Yeah, that makes sense. So there's slow strategies and fast strategies and everything in between.
Exactly. And then, in general, the current meta that we're in, because we haven't really changed the rules too much, we're kind of waiting for 1.1 update and have a season under that before we start changing metas, is very much re-triggers with Glass, Idol, Bloodstone, Ancient Joker, kind of building towards that type of high score.
Yep. That makes sense.
So those, like, things like Sock and Buskin, Chad Photo, those are going to be very, like, coveted Jokers that I would not pass on.
Okay. That all makes sense to me.
All right, then do you want to... We'll start off with the most basic of basic, go white-red, and just... We'll play through and let me know if you have any questions.
Sure. Sounds good to me. And we both have to play on the same deck?
Yes.
How's that determined?
We're playing on the same deck. It's the same stake and the same exact seed.
Okay.
Now, that doesn't mean the way Major League Balatro works, and actually the way Balatro works is, it doesn't mean we will always have the same jokers, because the queue is anti-base. So basically the giant, massive, infinite queue of jokers that you'll see in Ante 1 in the shop is not the same for Ante 2. So if I happen to have more money in Ante 1 versus you Ante 2, we may end up seeing different jokers towards the end of that queue.
Yep.
And my game crashed. Fuck, Jesus Christ.
All right.
Yeah, all right. I just went on about how it all just works. I know why. Let me if you have in your mods folder the Major League overlay one, I would
get rid of that.
Get rid of that because it needs to be we'll send out a new mod pack for things. Let me make sure this works. Seems like it. Okay.
All right. Getting rid of the Major League overlay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is what gave me an error, which I think it gave me an error because we actually updated the overlay, but we didn't update everything else in this mod pack for the new one. All right. Attempt number 2.
Let's give it a try.
And you will have to ready up each time, and everybody always forgets. All right, there.
Myself included. Okay, so Ante 1 is entirely just normal, regular Balatro.
Exactly.
And then Ante 2 is when PvP starts happening.
Yes, and from then on, instead of boss blinds, you will always have PvP.
Gotcha. And this all seems like a wonderful excuse for all the Balatro nerds to really min-max.
It is, especially when you play a lower stake game. It's a lot more like that. I will say, I enjoy the min-max. I think people like myself and Doc Spectre, like, we're nerds like that. But
yeah,
some of the most entertaining games is when you get higher stakes, especially gold and purple, but even black stake. Once you introduce of having to make the choice of, oh, this Joker's like somewhat powerful with an eternal tag, do I take it? It gets really interesting.
Yeah, I can totally see where it would end up being very very interesting. Lots of choices to make.
A lot of choices to make.
And I am going to do my best to not look like a fool. With all the Balatro nerds.
I'm pretty confident. I've watched a couple streams of you play Elden Ring. I understand it's a different skill set, but I'm just mind blown at what you're able to do. I consider myself very good at video games, and I'm still like, how?
Well, that's just a lot of practice, but I appreciate it. Thank you, dude.
Fair. I mean, that's what this is, and that's why I'm kind of encouraging all the new players. Like, just practice. If you get like a good 15, games against a variety of people over the next 3 weeks under your belt, you'll feel a lot better about how to approach the game.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Definitely time to get some practice done for me, for sure. Okay. And then with the timer, does the timer start going when your opponent scores their hand, or how exactly does that work?
So the timer is just for basically whoever reaches PvP first presses the timer.
Okay.
And then it's just telling that person you have this amount of time to reach PvP.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. There's some more things, like when you skip, the timer goes up, but because in Season 4 we're removing enemy location, you won't notice that because the timer won't start on your screen until it hits 180, so you can't deduce that your opponent skipped.
Okay.
Alright, okay. So yeah, I did something a little peculiar. I would normally almost never skip a blind because it's so valuable to see the shop, especially on lower stakes.
Right.
I did not have money in that investment tag of $25 was very caught my eye, if you will.
Okay. Yeah, I did look at that. I did immediately just skip over it, but I did at least think about that.
Yeah, it completely depends on what you... So, like, I'll be very transparent in this game, especially as you're learning. I took the Crystal Ball voucher, which is, like, one that on white stake could become very useful, but it was a lot of money for me to sacrifice. So I thought that was a good way to, like, be like, okay, I feel less bad about that decision.
Right.
And then just a quick note in PvP in terms of like how we play hands, whoever has the higher score doesn't have to play. They could wait for the person with the lower score to play until they surpass the score.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Actually, I think it's probably my best bet. Oh my god. Misprint hit me with a +1, so that was fun. Oh, barely.
Surely he doesn't get it, right? Surely. Oh, and when you lose a life, you make some money.
Correct. So I'm going to try and not confuse you by talking about what the multiplayer server, because they have a whole ranked leaderboard and they have slightly different rules. In our version, in the traditional original version of multiplayer, you get a bonus when you lose a life. I think especially with the skill gaps in Major League Balatro, it makes a ton of sense to have it.
Yeah.
But it will add some strategy to that whole aspect of, like, if your econ's really bad and then you see a bunch of econ jokers, maybe throwing to PvP because you also get money for losing the life.
Right. That makes sense.
It's rare, but it's something to think about.
Right. I am not finding any re-triggers anywhere.
That, I would say that's kind of like, so it's weird because re-triggers can add a lot of value. Basically like a Chad or a sock, because it could re-trigger a gold seal or a lucky card to give you money. It can help a lot. However, I mean, if you get an early one, great. But a lot of the early game is finding value generators of any kind that give you the money to then search. Or deck manipulation as well.
That makes sense. kind of trolling at this point. Ah, now that I've clicked, I see. Now that I've clicked ready on the boss blind, I'm waiting for you. That makes sense.
And you can go ahead and click that timer button. Get used to it.
Okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
Like, there's been a lot of debate about this because it's like I've never been someone that thinks that like speed should be a big factor in our multiplayer environment. It's literally just so the production schedule stays on time at this point.
Right. That makes sense.
Luckily last year I think only one life was lost the entire season to a timer.
Yeah, I mean 3 minutes seems pretty generous.
Yeah, it is. You would think some of these players, you could be a little slow. I think I'll do that.
All right.
Okay. What's interesting?
All right, so I've found into like this vampire idea, and I'm currently trying to feed that, but obviously it's not going the fastest.
So here I'll give you a little bit of there's always like there's this balance of like I don't want to venture into like too much of the opinion of my stuff, but I definitely think we would all agree that vampire on a white stake multiplayer match is probably not good enough because the fact that it's sucking off enhancements and enhancements are such huge value generators for you.
That makes sense.
One of the two biggest ways, like the two biggest value generations you can get in this game are retriggers with lucky cards, because if you have a full hand of 5 and let's say sock, you're gonna get a $20 hit, probably 2 or 3, or golden ticket with gold cards where you could legitimately make $200 in a round. With vampire, though, you literally don't have that option anymore, and often you're just gonna fall behind. Secondly, glass is like the end all be all, especially on lower stakes, of getting high scores and re-triggering that glass, which you can't do with vampire.
That makes sense.
On higher stakes, there have been vampire victories because, you never get to that end game of really big scores because it's higher stakes.
Right.
So that is one. I think Vampire. It's funny you got it. It's probably good because it's one of the best examples of a single player joke, a really good single player Joker that doesn't translate to multiplayer.
Right. Yeah, I can totally see the rationale there.
I may lose a life here. Oh, I forgot I had an extra discard.
I've actually found something that I think I feel pretty good about. I've got an Ancient Joker DNA Hanging Chad idea going now.
That pretty good.
I think I mostly stumbled into it.
Hey,
but I'm not going to argue.
stumbling into it's totally fine. That works.
All right. Who knows? Maybe I actually get this going before I lose my last 2 lives.
Perfect. We'll do this. Do this.
I'm hopeful.
No, I mean, again, because the way we're playing the scrim, I don't have the Ancient Joker, so you are really far ahead of me. Like, and
Hopefully.
Hopefully. And that's where things can change quickly in Major League Balatro, because if you're ahead in just one ante on Econ, you could find something that ends up winning you the game.
Right.
Which some people argue, they're like, oh, it's maybe it's less skill expression, blah blah blah. I don't agree. I think it's just a different style that you have to play. Of you always have to be thinking about Econ.
Right. Yeah, this is a really cool mod.
It's so well done. It's ridiculous. think that wins, though I do want to unlock it. Ooh. I assume you have... Oh, 1900.
Yeah, I got one more flush.
Okay. Well...
Hey, look at that! I won a round! Look at me, Chad.
Hey, we're tied on lives. I lost a life to the blind by being super greedy, so...
Really?
Yeah. I forgot I had an extra discard.
You know, you win some and you lose some, right?
I'll give you... This is like... I feel like I'm in a... I truly feel like multiplayer Balatro is like an actual, like, semester-long class. So, lesson 2... some of the most powerful things in Balatro in general, but definitely multiplayer Balatro, are seals. And
yep,
I did not know this until Doc told me a couple years ago, but standard packs actually have a 1 in 5, or every card has a 1 in 5 chance of having a seal. So standard packs are actually very valuable because it's a great way to find purple seals, gold seals for utility, blue seals as well, but especially red seals, which, you know, if you're going for a re-trigger build, is like having a re-trigger Joker without the Joker slot.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and I suppose at this point, if I could get... I did just pass up on a red seal, but that wasn't a smart idea.
Especially with Ancient Joker, I would not have done. It feels the same pack. I saw that was not the easiest choice in the world because a purple seal is also extremely valuable, but I do think most of the time our players build towards face cards because of photograph and they have just more things that work with them. A 9 red seal is so close to a face card that I would say it's almost a must grab.
Okay. Yeah, I was not thinking very, very critically when I was making the choice. I think I skipped the whole pack.
Yeah, if you see a seal, unless your deck is unless you're like completely already deck fixed and everything, you're almost always wanting to grab the seal and just throw it into your deck. That's why certificate, there's like that knowledge curve meme, and I think certificate for multiplayer is one of those where at first you think it's good, and then you think like, no, it's gonna bloat my deck, and then you realize that seals are just so powerful that it's fine if you have a bloated deck of all utility.
Right.
Hello, Clint, Amaranth, Disco, C-dubs, everybody. Sorry, obviously I'm focused on training Bushy, so not as much talkity talk.
Oh shit, 2 years, Peepo Coffee.
Holy shit, 2 years, thank you, Coffee. Really appreciated. I love to be able, I will say, Coffee, your name has probably made Nespresso a few $100. Oh, baby. That's our boy. We'll run one of these just in case. Oh my god. Why has this got to be a meme for you, Coffee? Okay, we could wild a king and just win with that, probably. Oh no!
Alright, I'm trolling. I'm losing lives.
I was gonna say what
PvE.
happened. There's a little noise that plays when the opponent loses a life.
Oh. Yeah, I am trolling. That's what's going on here.
I will say, this is a weird white stake multiplayer game where there wasn't a ton of econ, and we have not seen a single justice card to start even building into.
I did see one at some point.
Nice. Maybe
Although
I skipped.
Yeah.
It's also not necessarily always the right play early on is, you know, sometimes you want to grab like a hermit or even a magician, because it's like that's going to generate value to see more glass cards later.
Yeah, that makes sense. I did find an idol.
Idol
I feel like
is
I gotta take that.
he is kind of like the ultimate build. You know, when you if you see a lot of lower stakes games, it can feel a little repetitive, as most games end up being idle games. Ooh,
Right. That makes sense.
Huge. I'm so dumb.
It did unfortunately roll into something I only have one of, but it just seems too good. My deck fixing is also just not as fast as it probably should be. But that's all right. I'm getting back into it. I'm halfway remembering how to play the game, on top of learning how to do this multiplayer stuff.
There you go. So there's nothing to stress about. That's intriguing.
All right, I think you are way ahead of me on score.
I did find a photograph with my Chad, which is normally...
Oh. I think this one might be game over for me. Yeah, and there's gotta also be like quite a bit of a consideration for like overspending a good amount as well when like you know that like it's coming up to boss blind time and you're getting to end game.
Yes.
100%. Yeah.
You know, there's always a balance with like keeping your econ, keeping the interest, but I'd say last life right before PvP, I would roll all the way down.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I did not do that on that last one, but that totally makes sense.
And because idle is pretty powerful, oftentimes, you know, you start your lower stakes games. I would say even up to like purple stake games, like thinking, you know, in the back of your mind, you're trying to build to a card. And normally, like, I personally always build to like jacks just because it's easy and you get extra face cards with strengths from 10s, but you know, a hack could throw things off and all of a sudden you pivot and you start building towards those lower end cards. But the difference there was just the photograph. The photograph is a lot of points with the Chad. Yeah.
How many planets were you going for on your strat there?
I had level 3 flush 5.
Okay.
But not a ton. Plant levels when you're in a very close game definitely matter. I would say I definitely value them quite a bit less in multiplayer than I would in single player. One thing I do always say though is, as you probably gathered from what I've been talking about here, the higher stakes you get, the closer the game plays to just single player, because you're trying to just survive as well. So gold stake, all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I'm playing that like I normally play. I'm grabbing planets. I'm making sure my hands are leveled.
That makes sense. Okay.
What would you like to try deck and stake combo if you have any interest in.
Me suggest the deck and stake combo. Well, I think I would personally like to focus on the lower stakes so that I can get more of the multiplayer practice instead of the like single player practice. And then deck. I don't know, blue deck. How's that sound?
It's my favorite one.
Sounds perfect.
Actually, yeah, that works. One. I'm sorry if I'm overloading you with information.
Okay.
But one neat strat you'll see in multiplayer a lot is a very powerful hand is the flush house, right?
Okay.
And a single suit changer can give you a flush house in PvP. So basically, if I'm holding the moon and we get to PvP, if I draw, let's say, a jack of clubs and a 10 of clubs and then one other jack and two other 10s or what have you, I could use that moon to make a flush house. That is often what you'll see the best players in Major League Balatro kind of go for in that early PvP.
Okay. That makes sense. Oh boy, this seems like a much more generous seed so far.
I don't know what that means. It scares me.
Well, I got a mail-in rebate and a photograph so far.
I missed that little square boy, so that's not good for me. I have a gold 10, and I think I grabbed it when I was talking to you, and I don't remember grabbing it. It's just like one of those moments I'm like, where did this come from? Ugh.
How highly do you think I should be valuing Ecto? Because I feel like the downside is less bad in this format.
Definitely less bad. It's harder to draw your hands. It's harder to you can't keep as many steals, but I would say white stake, if I have a good ecto target like a photograph, I think there's an argument to even rebate. You know, you keep the rebate. If it hits the rebate, oh well, at least I'm making a bunch of money.
Yeah.
This is definitely one of those where it's kind of game dependent. It's also like player to player. Like I think there's players like Bean maybe wouldn't take it because they value hand size so much and just drawing the hands. Like a photo rebate isn't good enough as a negative, but I don't know. Like yeah, not a clear answer on that one.
Okay, it makes sense. Very appropriate that Bean likes hand size.
He makes it a big thing. I think in this pack, now I just opened it up, I did see the photo. In this pack, because I also have been really getting a lot out of the superposition, I'm not going to keep it for that long, but it's funny. I actually think my thought process would be, if I'm playing someone I think is not a lot better than me, but like I think Bean has a little bit of a skill advantage over me, maybe Vagabond, Doc, or the people I've lost to. I may sell the superposition, sell the swash, and rip the ecto here to kind of create a little bit of variance, create a path to victory I want to go down. In most games, I probably just pick the purple seal here on the jack and move on with my day.
Yeah. Desperately trying to not troll here and lose to PvE.
This game has definitely been a much more min-max heavy game so far.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of seems like it. I don't know if I'm making the right choices here, but I'm spending down a lot.
Well, if you have rebate, you're normally a lot of times getting close to interest cap every round, so that's kind of fine.
Well, definitely not with how I've been doing this. I've been getting a solid like $5.
Hey, you know, $5 is $5. I mean, okay, so and that is going to be something, you know, it's been really cool to see. It seems like so many people are down to practice going into the season, like just getting more games, and also taking a little bit of time if you have any to watch like a Bean or Doc, or I don't want to be, I hate throwing myself in that conversation, but just watching how they use their hands and discards to get max value is a big part of it. Because there is an art form to it of like, you use your hands to leave discards so you can use the mail and rebate and estimating like expected value and all that stuff.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I can tell there's a ton of value that I'm leaving on the table right now. But that's definitely just a reps thing.
Can I do this? I just need one queen. Just one queen. I'm begging you.
I think I'm probably not deck fixing as much as I should be.
I'm in a very interesting place with my deck fixing. Okay, wait. I just got a very good card. So this is a very decisive Joker that I picked up. The Seance. It's hard to make work.
Okay.
But the fact that you're able to generate spectral cards is kind of insane.
I saw it get offered, and I just entirely ignored it. I never would consider that.
I think my advice would be a lot of the time I would just ignore it. I happened to be, because I was already playing superposition, I had so many suit changers and I was building towards those straights. It was one of the few times that I was able to take it.
Okay.
But, I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I think a lot of times it's a bait choker.
Right. Okay. Seems like I'm doing all right so far. But I don't. You might be setting something up crazy.
I'm trying to. It has to be a very specific draw. Did I get it? No, I don't think so. Well, I could do this.
And then because I'm in front, I can wait for you to play your hand so that I
Exactly.
know if I can play for econ or if I play for points.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Well, there is a note there. If I don't score, the round will just end when I'm on one hand. So sometimes you have to. One of my favorite decisions in Major League Balatro is your position right now of like, okay, do I play for econ? Do I just wait and hold just in case he is gonna pass up my score? Or there's been times where I've tried to time my like clicking play based off of the vibe of my opponent to go at the same time. Like there's so many different. It's a really tough decision in this role.
Okay, but my gold card's still triggered.
Your gold card's definitely still triggered.
Yeah.
It's just
Right.
any like on score like scoring hand, like if you were to play a straight for superposition, for example.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
That's pretty good.
Oh boy. Please no troll. Please no troll. Fuck my ass. This is not good news. I tell you what. Losing a life.
That's not good news, although I feel like it might be coming for me too for in a second. Oh god. I got greedy with these king discards for the rebate. Okay. No, I can't do this. Well, I could. No, I can't. I can't do this. We're not even gonna get anything out of this either. Well, that's fine. Actually, I'm so dumb. That doesn't even win. Oh my god. Perfect, actually. Alright, we're gonna take that to be... Oh, that's good. That's very good.
Yeah, I'm falling behind. I feel like the multiplayer is just making me like not play very soundly. I feel like I'm getting distracted.
Definitely something that can happen. Because you go on these side quests because you know you have to min max so heavily.
Yeah.
Absolutely is a thing that you're gonna run into, and again, it's like me dying 250 times in Elden Ring. You start learning. I may die again.
Oh no, don't do that.
I mean, oh no. Alright, well.
I think I'm gonna die again. Never mind, I made it.
Not good for me. Now I have to stop kind of being greedy, I guess. Probably.
Oh boy.
Oh, I forgot what was whatever.
Oh, I have no idea how I'm piloting this.
Wow.
Although it looks like I don't have a ton left to go.
No, you could just win this right here. It's definitely this. But I got I got the turn order right now. 446 and 419.
Yeah, well, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah, and I suppose the min. Okay, all right. I'm not making that. I tell you what.
You'll see this with glass because when you get yourself into a glass build, there will be times, you know, you or your opponent just straight up, you make the business decision of, I'm not going to let it break in a small blind. I'll let this kill me so I can at least win the PvP.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I very much, like, as a personal preference, is Doc doesn't think that way because it is only 1 in 4. He thinks that's playing scared. But my thought process is, you know, when I win a PvP, I'm also taking a life off of you. So it's like we both go 3-3. If it's like, if I play my glass now and it breaks, it's like I may win the small blind, but losing PvP, I only lose a life. So some game theory there, but also a lot to think about. Okay. I guess we just play like a 4 of a kind.
God, I'd love a red seal face card. That'd be great.
I picked up the stone. I'm very curious to see what's underneath it. There's a stone red seal that I have.
Damn it. And I feel like I overspent. Oh my goodness. I had 4 fingers and I forgot about it.
My mail and rebate was on 9s. I just drew all 4 9s in my opening hand.
Oh
That
my
was
god.
pretty fortunate.
Skilled gamer.
Exactly. That is one of the tenets of multiplayer Balatros. People say just draw your cards better. That can make it. That makes differences in quite a lot of games.
Yeah, you know what? Let me work on that. Foolish me. Yeah, I do think I'm gonna get glassed to all shit here. That's my theory.
You know, it's funny.
Yeah, what's that?
Is that I think someone's gonna clip that and we're gonna be using that a lot this season. That quote. Thank you for coming up with it. Glass to all shit. I'll be playing that on my soundboard.
All right. Oh, Jesus, I just got... Huh. Huh. I have a polychrome blue seal king or a red seal lucky queen.
I just had to make that decision. You saw a photo, right?
Yeah.
If you have photo, well, you have 2 lives, but my thought process would be there's not a lot of game time left. The polychrome would be slightly better if we have re-triggers, but because right now, at least I don't have any re-triggers, I just have a photo of the red seal's better.
Makes sense to me.
I think I'm probably picking the red seal almost every single time unless I happen to be in a position where I have, you know, let's say the same situation 2-1, but instead of photograph, I only have Chad. I think this would be a situation where I'm like, okay, I'll grab the polychrome because it's at least giving me scoring.
Right.
Whew. That's lucky.
I feel the glass coming. I know it's on its way.
It is.
Oh! Oh my god.
Wow. Okay.
I have to win this for a blue seal to do anything, right?
No.
I don't.
That interaction, so even if you lose a life, that's how it is in the base game with Bones. Because funny enough, Bones is actually the technology multiplayer uses to allow for lives. But anyway, yeah, it will still, so whatever hand you play last, it will give you.
Ah. All right. Well, I didn't pull a flush, so that's not going to be helpful.
You know, it might be hard for me to do that again due to the 1 in 4 chance not feeling like a 1 in 4 chance, but we'll see
I
what
see.
happens.
You know, this is just the game's pity mechanic here.
It's I call it free deck thinning, right? I gotta play glass, get extra score, and now I have less cards in my deck. It's every deck builder's dream.
All right. I would really need to get some. I would really need to be getting some glass here, I think, if I wanna get back into this.
Probably helpful if you can get a glass on that red seal. You're in a very good spot.
Oh, God damn it. Did you find the blueprint as well?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Now that red seal becomes even more important because of the you copy photograph and now
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, I really need to be finding glass for that thing. Oh, damn it. I did not realize. I thought I had big blind left.
Yeah. That's something that I almost just happened to me. Was able to avoid it. I'm trying to think of what the best hand is here. So awkward.
Oh my goodness, I need to find this. I need to find this red seal. Got no chance if I don't find it. Okay, I found it.
False alarm, false alarm. We're all good. I just hit. I had 2 tarot cards. Well, 3 tarot cards maybe that I could have hit to put up a massive score, and I did get one. I am sorry.
Uh-oh. Not good. About to get work, chat. This ain't good. This is bad news. Here's hoping. It's not going to be good enough, I tell you what.
You did go with the Ecto, which I actually think wasn't a terrible play. Wow, Red Seal 4. Oh, you had the certificate, huh? You kept it a little bit longer?
Yeah.
I know I won the whole spiel about keeping certificate. I did sell it at... I feel like there's just something... Oh, the Seance was working really well for me. That's why. I was able to get an Immolate, which significantly thinned out the deck.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
Yeah.
This may sound, a little on the surface, but you look at the deck that you built this game and you look at your jokers, I feel like you already see quite a bit of an improvement in like where you're headed.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I agree. I don't disagree. I just feel all sorts of value that I could be extracting and I'm not.
So
but I'm getting more comfortable for sure.
Bean, our season 2 champion, season 3 runner-up. I'm gonna really use that runner-up one to annoy him. He just got back. We're thinking he'll coach you in this 3rd game, and then you can kind of get a perspective of like, you don't know what I'm doing, but you'll get information from Bean on like how to approach the game.
Okay, sure. It was rigged. True.
That's true. I am the commissioner, so you will like whenever you play me, you can just fall back on that. Oh,
yeah, that sounds great. Because I like, there's just obviously so much to think about, and I know you Balatro guys have been thinking about it and not even really necessarily needing to for such a long time when you're just playing like single player, but there's just so much that there is to think about and do and optimize, and I'd love it to come a little bit more intuitively to me.
Yeah, I from what I'm seeing, it looks like you're good at Balatro and you have an understanding on how to score in multiplayer. It's just all those little things of min-maxing and how to approach blinds in shops. But you definitely got the foundations there.
Well, perfect. Yeah, I'm excited. I think this is gonna be great. I'm super excited for this.
All right, I will. Well, any deck requests?
Is there one that like any that like plays substantially different in multiplayer? Like it, how big of a deal is the deck type for multiplayer?
I'd say decently big. Like Plasma's the biggest departure in single player and multiplayer, just because the scoring's changing. I'd say painted deck is pretty different. Black deck because of that loss of hand size. Ghost deck because the fact that there are going to be spectral cards in your shop means the seed is just so ridiculously powerful.
Right.
Abandoned deck's really fun because you really have to focus on deck manipulation. Like, there's a lot of ways you can approach it. But you also start with a thin deck, which is a huge benefit. It's if you want to try that one out.
Sure.
I'd like to run red deck actually, because I think the biggest thing is how you use your hands and discards.
That's true.
And I'd like to go over that.
We'll go back to red deck for now. All right.
Works
Good luck
for me.
with Bean.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, Zeno.
All right, chat. Me and you get to talk now. How's everyone doing? I'm sure they're going to take a lot more time because Bean will go through a lot more of the decision making, so we can chill. Any questions for me about season? Any comments so far? You're sleepy? No, sleepy Barnacles, sleepy the mod maker? You're not sleepy, you're Barnacles. Are FIFA going to give you the script writers back after the weekend? Well, yeah, HBox borrowed them for Argentina. And yeah. So Hungry Box is he's gonna hand off John after the game. I just walked in to work and one of my analyzers is down. Oof. Let me go here. That's. You could Judgment here. I think that's a very viable play, but I think I'm gonna get rid of a 7 and a 3. I am gonna open up this. I am. Oh, I'm gonna go Pareidolia. I feel like this can be too good. We also got rid of 2 spades, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so that's nice. Definitely do not regret that decision. Should share season 4 secrets? Like what? I don't know what a secret would look like. I hate missing a jumbo standard pack, and I don't need halvesies. You know what? F it, we ball. That's. I'm glad we didn't miss it. I'm glad we didn't miss it. I'll tell you that. That would have been that. I mean, that Jack of Hearts. That is the card I build into. What are the chances there? We will never be on Cauchy. If I ever see a MLBA thing on Cauchy, I will be sending them a lawsuit. Which would be fun, actually. Am I gonna die? Maybe. No, we could probably find 4 of a kind jacks, actually. Yeah, let's just go 4 of a kind jacks. Hey, we get a flush too. I was thinking maybe I should just unlock 5 of a kind. Surely we don't bottom deck the jacks. Surely with 4 of them left and 15 cards remaining. Surely that's not enough. That's brutal. I'm glad we died to the blind, I'll tell you that. That was very beneficial. That is the greatest death to a blind that has ever happened. All right, I'll tell you a Major League Balatro secret. Are you ready? So, actually, when I started the league, it's so crazy. I had and yeah, I can't believe that all happened. But you know, some people are just not who you think they are. I baited you? I'm sorry, Paramortal. That's incredible. I'm confused. And then everybody clapped. This is the working man's build, Exmo only. Exactly. No, none of that fancy glass cards for those elites. We got blueprint. We got a blue collar Joker here, working hard. We got a stencil. Bonus cards. Well, I've been trying to find Mitch McConnell, but there's no Mr. Bones in multiplayer, unfortunately. There he is. There's Mitch. This is actually a live picture of him. I think his staff just tweeted it out for proof of life. Thank you, Irith, for the clip. I will add it to the soundboard. Nice. That was a lot of points. And that's what happens when you use your hands. You know. Strong, you know. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, but we don't have a bootstraps. I don't think there's anything we care about doing. No. There's a vampire in there. Vampire was Lindsey Graham. Discards are for chomp. Yeah, I 2 hands, 2 discards left over. Actually, I could get a straight flush. Maybe that's the play. Or you just get 4 of a kind 6s. Never mind. Never mind. One day we'll get an enhancement on these jacks. I mean, this just wins. Thank you, Oscar, for the prime sub. We stay above the interest cap. Wait, we got Paradolia back. Warming up before the upcoming MLBA. Warming? Yeah, we're warming up. I mean, I would like that, but here, here. Another hung man. I mean, this is incredible. No Jack to Aura? I guess you put on a 2. We at least have 4 2s. This is, I kind of hate this because now we have no money. We have no enhancements. We don't got much. What we do have is God fear and love of Balatro. Wouldn't it be so funny? And it's like, I'm not trying to make fun of people, but I mean, you guys have all seen, you know, athlete interviews when they're like, oh, thank God, and all that. Imagine if we like interviewed I don't know, like Vagabond wins season 4 or something. You interview him and Vagabond's just like, man, I just gotta thank God, through him all draws are possible. You know, I just let God take over the Red Seal glass and it didn't break. If anything, I feel like Balatro actually, you do thank God a lot more than than in normal sports where there's a lot of hard work put into it. Just gotta thank Oops All Sixes. Oh, you know what? Mine will be 8 Ball. I'll be like, I just gotta thank 8 Ball through 8 Ball. 8 Ball had a plan for me. And, you know, I'm just a vessel for 8 Ball to execute that plan. Blessed. Can we blame God when it goes bad too? No. Trey, that is your own fault because you sinned. It was like me when I was a kid watching Atlantis: The Lost Empire. My thoughts try to lead me to the devil. I can't do this bit because I cracked myself up. I can't take it seriously. It's a good flick, and I think anybody who watched that at like a developmental stage in their brain became bi. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like a fact that everyone who appreciates that movie also swings both ways. Through eternal credit card, all things are possible. Write that down. That's just a great meme, Paramortal. I'm gonna be using that copy pasta all season. Like whenever we have a weird card that ended up working, I'm gonna be like, first of all, through eternal stencil, all things are possible. So write that down. Do you believe? I can't believe Atlantis: The Lost Empire has 48% Rotten Tomato. That I have no faith in humans. That's insane. It's true. It's such a good movie, and I think it holds up. I mean, I haven't watched it in 10 years, but I still watched it as an adult. IMBD, it's a 7.2. That's kind of crazy. I agree, Barnacles, but this is it reminds me of Avatar: The Last Airbender, where there's something about the art style of Atlantis: The Lost Empire that I think too much of the goofiness and the ability to express emotion, express different aspects of what is happening in that film through like cartoonish kind of responses and actions. It gets lost when you try and make it live action, and it truly removes too much of the film. Like, I would still watch it, but it's not. I don't think it's gonna be very good if you did it. I don't know though. Two red seals in the bottom 8 cards. Nice. None of the Disney live actions have been good. I mean, that's valid. Treasure Planet are two of the best movies Disney. I agree. Disney, especially Treasure Planet. It's like, I think Atlantis has a very nostalgia vibe for me, even though I do think it's a good film. And it's mature, and the characters are developed enough, in my opinion. Treasure Planet is like legit. I think, from like a film critique standpoint, is an insanely well done film. Even if I enjoy it like slightly less. They do be printing the money, so what you have to do, everybody, is you have to stop watching them. Live action with John Cena. Wait, Murphy, if John Cena is Goofy, we can't see him. There would no, like, that would be a terrible experience for the viewer. I'm crushed by the Moana remake because I always put it on a Disney Hits playlist in the cars for my toddler, and they replaced the version of You're Welcome on the playlist with the one from the new movie. That's, wait, what, like, playlist are you using, Paranormal, that you can't just switch to the OG? That stinks. The OG soundtrack is so good. Why would you even attempt to replace that? It's the rock Siggy. I don't want to, and I also don't want to be near him because apparently he's stinky. He's always cooking up something, and I feel like fried rock doesn't smell very good. I'm begging you, take a life off me, Bean and Bushy. Please. Wait, Bushy Beans? Bush Beans? There you go. Oh, no, I died. No, this wonderful cash injection, however what I do. I mean, I guess. I mean, maybe you chariot the red seal there. That's insane. Holy shit. What if we had another one? Oh my god. This is insane. That sucks. I really don't want to hit Bloodstone. But I think you gotta grab it. The amount of times we have not drawn jacks in these packs is insane. Oh, nice. We could have just kept Stencil. That could have been a play, but I don't know. Speaking of that era, have you been to the I Hate Stuart Little subreddit? Well, I love YouTube comments, man. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. I mean, I don't love Stuart Little. You know what my I just realized I love doing hot takes on my stream because it's fun arguing about silly things. As long as they're silly hot takes. But I think one of my hottest takes, and this is about to get a lot of people out of the woodwork, is I don't get the hate for Scrappy Doo, man. I thought Scrappy Doo was funny and refreshing. And you know what? If you were a child and you couldn't stand that the same exact plot line on Scooby-Doo wasn't played out for the 100th straight time, then I'm sorry that your brain wasn't developed in that way. But Scrappy Doo is fine. The hate is forced. I feel like the hate is forced. I understand Scrappy Doo itself feels forced into it, but there's so many times as a kid Scrappy Doo was cracking me up. Like, what do you mean? He's Scooby's annoying cousin. That's funny. That's a funny character to have. You might be right, Murphy. What is my wife, Nicole? What do you think? Oh, nephew, not cousin. Yeah, nephew. What do you mean? How you don't like him? No, I'm saying it was good. It was the same plotline a lot, but it is the pineapple of pizza of media takes to hate Scrappy Doo. That's someone framed that. That needs to go in the next full edition of Philosophy 101. That is never been more well said. And I say that as someone who I don't prefer pineapple on pizza, but I agree that the manufactured outrage hate very similar. Barclays, I feel like it's like I don't like it, but I've had one or two that are really good. But it definitely goes away from being a traditional pizza. Like, the ones that I've had really weren't... It felt more like a flatbread with, like... It was almost like a barbecue-style pizza with pineapple. They put too much on it. Yeah, you don't want a lot of pineapple. You want a little bit of acidity and a little bit of sweetness. Part of the problem with Scrappy is he was written as a puppy but given the voice of a 30-year-old chain smoker, so he does things that would be cute. Okay, Paramortal, I get that, but I thought that was hilarious as a kid. And maybe, like, not to fall back on my Italian-American heritage, but I had second cousins that were like 12 that sounded like 30-year-old chain smokers and acted like them. I feel like it was... I don't know how to explain it. Being a Scooby-Doo elitist is wild. Absolutely manufactured. Okay, you know what? I thought I was gonna get a lot more hate for this take because I get a lot more hate in real life from my friends on this take. So I'm glad chat's with me. Together, we can rewrite the wrongs of our society, I guess. Or something like that. This isn't more important than Scrappy Doo. I would argue the list is quite limited then, Barnacles. Like world peace and cancer is like that's what's left. I'm gonna bottom deck both my red seal jacks. I already got it. I know it's coming. Okay, maybe it's not happening. Maybe it is happening. There's only 3 cards down there. Okay. Sick. Let's see what happens. That's a lot of points that I'm not putting up. What? We got 2 hits? That's annoying. That's kind of big. Fuck. Not good. It's like the how many pareidoias have we seen? Well, the Bean Bushy combo was too much, probably, for me. We'll see. Edsy? TTV? Or, sorry, Eddie Z? Welcome, Eddie Z. Shout out, Eddie Z. How was the Pizza Power Team tournament? Bean coaches Bushy for one game, and I'm gonna get my butt kicked. Which was good. That's good. I don't know who Chwaz is, Edsy. So they're like a good player. Or is Chwaz T-Waz? Turwaz? You're saying Turwaz was good? It was. I don't know who it was is either. Do we just keep doing this bit? Oh my god, he's rage baiting? No, I would never rage bait. Chad, did you know that Food Wars is the greatest manga of all time? I wasted my 20 hit. Oh no. I can't believe you'd remember the name and you remember that I said it was. Look, I'm a listener. There's 2 more jacks. So we have to keep one of these. Please, 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 please. Oh, there's one more jack. Fuck. We lost. We bottom decked one of the red seals. Did I just not discard properly? I'm kind of confused what I did wrong there. I swear we only were supposed to have 3 in the bottom of the deck. It's just a lot better to do that. I only discarded 4 one time. Oh, I must have misclicked. That sucks. No Bloodstone procs. There were 0 for 3 on that final trigger of the jack. Are you kidding? Ah! Thanks, I hate it. I mean, they got the photograph to the Santee, so it's just GG. We lost so much score by bottom decking that Jack of Hearts. Oh my gosh. Because that's 1.5 just from the, steal, and then, I don't know, like an average of 3. We got double Chad. Damn, we missed the Chad. The pareidolia is funny.
Got a communication system.
Yeah, vibrate it when you need me to do something. I don't know what that something's gonna be, but we'll figure it out.
I thought it was over. We saw an 8-ball with the Chad and the blueprint. I didn't
think there was see the 8-ball or Chad.
Oh.
Yeah, I did something early on that. Oh, well, I opened up the standard pack and got a red seal. Yeah, I had stencil blueprint.
That's what the first PvP was. Red Seal Jack. When was that?
That was the first jumbo standard pack, but it caused me to lose econ, so I didn't see 8-ball Chad. So there you go.
Yeah.
But it was also like, it felt like, well, you have a red seal Jack. That might have been. It would have been game winning if I saw
it's a gamble. It's a gamble. Yeah. I didn't like that pack.
Well, talk about a gamble. I think Bloodstone went 3 for 15 there.
Nice. That's some value.
It is value.
Did you die to a blind? Did we win 4 PvP?
Yeah, if I didn't die to that blind, I wouldn't have been able to afford blueprint stencil. So I guess it worked out.
Right. Interesting.
That was a good game.
Yeah, this was... I think the biggest thing is just always look at your deck and know what you're going for in this blind. Always enter the blind with a plan.
Right.
Oh, okay, this blind, I have an easy time winning, so I just focus on playing as many reserve parking hands as possible. Or this blind, this is my best hand, and I should only be discarding that for that while making money. Especially with guaranteed draws, like a setup like this.
Yep.
Is a very big skill.
Right. That makes sense.
And then just play towards face cards.
Yep. Play towards face cards. I can do that. Don't worry, I got plenty of practice at that. That's how I play Balatro every time.
And you don't have to worry about the one big thing is without boss blinds, you're not worried about the plant. You're also not worried about wild card. Wild cards are a lot more powerful multiplayer.
Yeah. I kind of felt that when I found Ancient Joker on our first first run.
Well, don't get trapped by wild cards. Ryan had his moment last season because glass card is 2x, Ancient Joker 1.5x. Glass is always better unless you got a whole lot of copies on an Ancient Joker.
Right.
Just always glass.
Get lucky. Don't break them.
Correct.
Rude.
Correct. Well, I do think one of the most interesting parts about Major League Balatro compared to some of the other rule sets is, while glass is super powerful, if a card is glass, it can't be lucky or gold, which means you're not getting value out of playing that card. It's kind of like, you know, this card you throw off to the side that you only want to use once in ante, and trying to find the balance of that versus value generators.
Yeah, glass only becomes good when your scoring is all X malt and your base malt comes from your levels.
Yep.
All right.
Which,
that makes sense too.
You're good at Balatro, you know that. Okay. Good games. You played well. I think just I could send you a video I did on like just a Joker tier list if you want to look it over, because in multiplayer, some Jokers that you might think are bad, very much worth considering in a lot of situations, and just like getting a rough idea of looking at that.
Okay.
Have it in the back of your head is pretty useful. But I think you.
Okay, yeah, that sounds perfect. I'd love that.
Yeah, I'll send it over. GG's.
Yeah, GG's. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the coaching. I'm learning a lot. I'm that there's a lot going on in my head right now. I'm trying to get it all into something that I can actually use. But I appreciate all the information you guys are throwing at me. I really do.
Yeah, welcome to MLBA.
Well, of course.
Yeah, thank you.
Look, Bean and I cast a lot of games, so we want everyone to be really good, because then it makes our job a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've when I was playing bingo for Elden Ring, I did both casting and playing, and it's a ton of fun when the metagame develops to do the casting. I don't know about like doing the playing when everything's hyper optimized, but doing the casting and explaining everything when it's that in depth and layered is really fun.
I think Balatro, like, one big argument I've had is like, you know, it reminds me a little bit of Texas Hold'em in the way that there's still randomness, right? There's a game optimal, probably way to play it, but that doesn't mean you win by any means.
Right.
And I think from a casting perspective, it is so fun in that way. So even in Balatro, when you have highly optimized, there's so many times in the booth you get those like, oh my god moments, because the game still can provide it with a spin of a RNG.
Right.
But yeah,
that makes lots of sense.
Do you want to play one more, or are you good for today?
I would love to play one more. I don't want to take too much of your time.
No, I'm free. I could do one more, and then I'm gonna ship out some of this merch. Let's before we're rudely interrupted by Bean probably giving you fantastic lessons. We'll do a banded deck.
Okay, yeah, that sounds perfect. And then for this one, I'm gonna plan on muting and then like keep to myself and see what kind of ideas I come up with.
Perfect. A note.
Double investment tag, huh?
In Major League Balatro, we unmute during the PvPs, and that's where you have your fun little interaction. Being actually, when you lie to someone or you bluff someone in Major League Balatro, it's called leguming because Bean does it so much. So.
All right, I'll be sure to start leguming then.
Exactly. All right.
I'll see you in the PvP then.
Hello, doctor. And when you tell them straight up, that's docking. That's not. I think that's when you tell them other things. 876. Excuse? Huh? I don't know what you all are confused about. You guys, everyone's experienced a little docking in their life. Nostradamus cooked up. I saw the team names. Cooked us. His team name looks very, very mega standard pack. Ah! I want to open it so bad, but there could be such a good Joker in here. Chat, 1 for Buffoon, 2 for mega standard pack. One. Okay, nobody wants the mega standard pack? Alright, fine. Mega standard. You gotta be kidding me. Alright. Worked out. Oh, I thought that was gonna win! Do I care about a flush level that much? No, I don't. Hopefully Nandre didn't see me sell that Baron. Otherwise we might be having to answer some questions. It's expensive, but it does allow us to one-shot. The thing is, do we even want a one-shot? Thank you for the follows. Drizzle, also thank you for the 16 months. Appreciate it. My sweet 16. Quinceañera. Alright, get a little flush level. Oh. Welcome to the team. We got a flush house for PvP. We'll do aces and sevens. I clicked the wrong... I have clicked the wrong freaking thing so many times. Gosh darn Murphy. I've been doing this so much recently. Slay Jokers is turned off, yes. 5 of clubs is great.
Hello, Zeno. I have arrived. I've come to talk shit.
I mean, perfect. That's what we wanted. I think that's where no.
Everything's going perfectly fine on my end. I hope you're not worried about it.
I'm not. You seem extraordinarily capable. I did select the wrong card for like the 3rd time today. I should try sleeping more or something. I don't know.
No, I don't think you should.
It's valid.
Do I get, if I don't use hands, do I get the interest from PvP rounds?
No.
Okay. So it's always in your best interest to use all your hands.
You might, yeah,
there's
like
no-
you,
yeah.
It's kind of like you might as well thing.
Right. That makes sense. Okay. All right. I do believe you're gonna you're ahead of me right there.
Let's just say that I have 24 clubs in the deck.
Oh boy. Look at you go.
Thank you. Talk soon. I want everything. Okay, we're gonna go Arcana first. I think we're gonna go Hermit. We're gonna go standard trading card. We'll grab you later. I think, what do I not want to build into? Probably like 2s and 3s. Fur, thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I cannot wait to see you. Fur, you were my... The people begged me to pick a winner who I want to win Season 4 outside of myself, and I picked you. So, I'm going to need you to start scrimming. I hope you had a lovely time. Whatever game you're playing. Well, no offense. No offense, Bean.
Listen, I gave.
No offense, Edzy. Does that win? I don't think that wins. Why do I think that? Why would I even contemplate that winning? Am I dumb? I really want the... Worry that this doesn't win.
Season 4, let's go.
That's a lot of chips. Maybe we get the 7, make things easy. We did it. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, we're good. What's the plan? The plan was to win. Season 4, let's go. Hello, Lambda. We're all winners in the eyes of Jimbo. That's possibly true. I mean, Nandre would make a great story. Kid from Chicago comes into the league in his 4th season. Only plays high card the entire season. Never plays another hand. Wins. Good. 6 of clubs again. That's not what I wanted. Alright. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. Oh my god. Okay. Let's figure this out. I can't create a copy of a death without selling one of these, so it's gonna be you. I have just been at every opportunity misclicking. It's actually impressive, I think. Oh, it pains me that... No, I'm deleting a 9. I'm not deleting my 8s. I can't do that. I'm not that guy. Oh! Oh. Huh. Maybe I should have used the death right away. Maybe I should have waited. Oh well. Slush House, does it win? Yeah, whatever. We'll do this. Seven of clubs is pretty nice. Sucks, but I think we gotta go there. I feel like we're in a good spot. Hello.
Hello, Zano. I've come back to talk shit.
Okay.
I have no shit to talk. I lied. I'm a
Aw.
fraud. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. No, I'm just as disappointed as you are. Don't you worry.
I could tell you that I'm struggling, which would be a big lie. And I feel like I don't need to do that.
I feel like I've been doing pretty good, but I think I'm still behind. I'm certainly still behind. I don't think I'm gonna be winning here. At least not at this very moment. I know you got something coming. Something big's on its way. I know it is. Yeah. All right, don't you worry. I'll figure it out.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there.
As you should.
I always do.
Okay. That works. That's fine. Perfect. That's the exact hand we wanted. Not gonna use this because oh. Still have a death in the Fool. Do we only have 110 of... Okay. I mean, it's not like exactly what I wanted to do, but it'll be fine. Alright, 10 of diamonds. Oh my god. Alright, fine. Gross. Purple seal, something. Jack, red seal. It's pretty good. We only have one more 6. Oh, wait. Oh my god, that's insane. We got 4 10s, so we could do a 4 of a kind of diamonds. I actually think the flush house is just better. Because this is so much higher than a 4 of a kind, and we're getting X4 with the red seal. Oh, X8? No, actually, we're still flush housing. This was useless. We'll say we bought that to block. Alright, catching up on chat because I probably missed so much. Wait, Nandre's from Chicago. Just ask him about any food, he'll let you know. Yeah, it's a quick way. The worst take I've ever heard Nandre have, and clip this and send this to him, is that he thinks Mexican food is better in Chicago than California. And that's just like, look, the thing is, I can't fully disagree because I need to visit Chicago and try all the Mexican places he says, but there's just no way. There's just no way. See, don't say that's just facts like you've been. Don't do that. Don't egg him on. Yeah, exactly. Yet there's no way. I feel somehow like, I don't know, man. That it's just such a crazy take. I don't doubt that there's probably good, like, there's such great, incredible food in Chicago, from what I hear. So I don't doubt there's fantastic Mexican spots. But you're going to the wrong places in California if you can't find better. Like, there's just no way. Lived there 25 years. Yeah, Chicago, Maine. It's a little town near the, what's that forest you guys have up in Maine? Or, I can't remember. Hello.
Don't you worry, I've returned to talk shit again.
I'm glad.
I don't know why you're glad. You should be very sad about this.
I used to play, funny enough, the port just came out for PlayStation 5. I used to play competitive Call of Duty. I was semi-pro in Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2. So there's really nothing you could say to me that would affect me the way those lobbies affected me.
You know, I actually believe that. It's a tough existence. Semi-pro in COD's kind of crazy. That's really cool.
I know it was a long time ago. Different games, but it was... I still love... Like, I played the port that just came out. It's like, okay, is this nostalgia or is Black Ops 2, like, still way better than anything they've done in 15 years? And, like, nope, it's still better. It's really going to be studied how video games from, you know, early sports video games in, like, the early 2000s and then, like, the 2010s CODs. Like, we've reverted. We've gone... Like, the quality is legitimately worse. It's insane.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. Although I do like playing... I like playing the new CODs on release. I like doing the camo grind. I think it's a lot of fun.
I mean, it's always a classic. Like, it's... I just, like... You know, you're really good at Elden Ring, so you're keeping your hand-eye coordination up. I think as as I get older, it's just like it's going faster. Like if it was like as I got older, the game got slower.
No, right. I don't know about that one, Zeno. All right, now listen. I know I'm down to one life, but I'm gonna make it happen. You don't understand how hard it's gonna happen for me here.
I'm really looking forward to it, actually.
Yeah, as you should, honestly. Yep.
Nice. I guess getting a flush 5 level is probably really good. Seven of spades, okay. So many raids today. Piton, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Get that queen to a king. Guess I'll just keep the death for now. I can't keep the death because then I lose a blue seal. Do that. That works. We haven't seen a Justice card yet. I will say that. 4 of Hearts. Amazing. Oh. Speaking of the devil. Or, not devil, Justice. Shout out. Are you playing this weekend, Piton, if you're still around?
Zeno!
Oh.
I regret to inform you. I fucked up.
You had Dusk? Ooh, that's really good.
I did get Dusk. And I was... I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I had no scoring. I was going for this ace idea, but like the tarot cards, like you can't use strengths to make aces with his deck.
No.
So I was just struggling with that. My deck fixing was starting to get there, but the idol missed. And yeah, it was chalked.
Yeah, I luckily found I opened up a lot of standard packs. I found a king. I then used Sixth Sense to get a Deja Vu and red sealed it. And then Photograph could just carry me. I didn't need the idol to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see. Yeah, that makes sense.
That was the path.
So,
did you see the Sixth Sense?
Yeah, I saw the Sixth Sense and I used the Sixth Sense, got some thinning out of it, got a red seal out of it. I put it onto an Ace of Hearts when I was built into Ace of Clubs at the time because it had that Ace of Hearts had holographic on it, and I thought that would be like worth building into, but I think it was just too greedy. I think it was too slow of an idea.
I mean, it wasn't terrible. Did you buy Tarot Merchant?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I mean, at the end of the day, like, my sock versus your Dusk is equal. I do have the upgrade of the Photograph. I was able to death the red seal a lot more, it seems.
Yeah, I got a couple deaths, but my red seal just wasn't showing up in them.
I see. Yeah, I literally sacrificed a temperance and a strength to fool the death, if that makes sense. Like, one of the mods we're going to add to the mod folder, it's going to be very bare bones. It's just going to be, multiplayer, Steam modded, the thing to connect to the overlay, Joker display, which honestly is just really nice to have. But
yeah.
It's called What's in Your Fool, and it'll notify you on your screen. You won't have to go check, like, what the last tarot or planet used. And I think a big aspect of min-maxing here, especially with Tarot Merchant, was trying to keep death as your last used tarot card. And that paid out for me a ton. I think I got like 3 or 4 deaths from Fools.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, and I think I was really... I had a chance at some point to start going for face cards, and I chose not to. Because I was like, oh, this is abandoned deck. I don't want to do that. But even still, seeing that...
That is I think the part that makes Abandon really interesting is I always am playing to get to Jacks. Like, I'll strength all my 10s almost right away to Jacks. So I just found the king in a standard pack. I got so many deaths that it worked out. But, like, even on Abandoned deck, you usually are playing towards face cards.
Right. Okay.
And I think that is... Like, I've won quite a few games of over the past couple seasons of the opponent maybe not. Like, it's so easy to get sucked into, like, oh, let me just place on the ace right away. Especially if you have Dusk. Then it makes it not really a bad move even. But
I didn't get the Dusk until late.
Okay, never mind. Then I would hold it. You know, obviously if a hack comes along, you could abandon that and be like, all right, let's just play towards the low end cards. But
yeah, I think I was going for aces, and that's like you need a good reason to do that, and I didn't necessarily have one, and I was averse to face cards when I shouldn't have been.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
okay,
definitely add them. It was interesting. I think I saw 4 Paradolias this game.
Yeah.
or so I mean that is also interesting, but face cards are just, it's really the combo of photo chat that is so strong that makes it kind of almost like you have to build towards them.
Yeah.
Again,
I also had a chance to hex and onk kind of early in the game onto the idol, but I chose not to do that.
You made the right choice. Trading card is too good of a card, I think, to make that. Oh, wait, you had an onk too?
I had hex and onk, yeah.
Oh, then I probably would have done it. If I could get 2 copies of idol, that's insanely powerful.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about it, but I was also thinking, like, if I don't have trading card, I'm not going to get deck fixing here, and then, like, my idol's just going to keep whiffing.
It is a scary proposition. Like, it feels a lot easier if you can see any kind of utility in the shop. Like, even a to-do list to be like, all right, at least I can start generating econ.
Right.
Yeah, it is hard, especially if it happens super early.
Yeah. Yeah, I really, like, I considered it, but I also think that's a, like, very, that's a need to be very good pilot kind of line, and I don't think I'm there.
Even if you're a good pilot, it's still like, you know, it's into the hands of God a little bit, and it's one of it's one of those decisions where if you make it and it works out in any way, you just win, or it's like you feel silly because it's like now the game's just over because I got no utility and then I died to a blind.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how I went about doing this. I just.
Oh, for your first time multiplayer, this is fantastic. Even this, it's like, it is a 4-0, but like, I look at your deck's in a really good spot. You have, I think, all your Joker decisions look to have been correct. You picked up the Sixth Sense, which is very smart. You kept the trading card, which was smart. A lot of people get rid of it too early. You found the Dust. Like, it probably came down to, as I'm sure you went through with your Bean coaching session, there's just so much to do in blinds.
Yeah.
And make sure you know every little piece of value.
Yeah.
And then there's that next level that I was talking about where it's like, I just got a few extra deaths because of how I didn't use tarots on purpose to keep death in my full.
Yeah.
It becomes so important, especially with idle.
Right. Yep. Yeah, that all makes lots of sense.
All right, Bushy.
All right, dude.
Well, are you gonna keep streaming?
Yes. Yeah, I am. Awesome. I think if C-Dubs manages to get on a little later today, I might do a little bit with him as well.
We call him Ouija Dubs. He loves taking a Ouija. Pro tip: don't take Ouija. It's almost never worth it.
All right, I'll do my best. I'll take that to heart.
All right. Well, it was fun. I mean, first of all, virtually me and you, but playing against you, and I can't wait to. I mean, you're in my division, so I'll be seeing you plenty this season.
But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Zano. Yeah, I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all the lessons and the practice. I'm excited.
Well, I'm excited too. Talk to you soon.
Yep. See you.
All right. Have a great rest of your day, chat. Tomorrow we'll be back for the Gold Stake Day 1 of World Series of Balatro. It'll be a lot of fun. See you then. Bye-bye. Bye, YouTube.